Imagine this for a second. You open your wallet, and the only money you have is $100. Not $10,000, not $5,000, not even $1,000. Just one single 100 bill. Most people would look at that and think, that's nothing. But they'd assume it's impossible to build wealth with such a small amount. They believe real investing only starts when you have thousands of dollars. But here's the interesting truth. Some of the most successful investors and entrepreneurs in the world started with far less. In fact, many of them began with almost nothing, not because they had more money, but because they understood something most people don't. Wealth doesn't start with big money. It starts with small decisions repeated over time. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Because in this video, I'm going to show you something powerful. How you can start building real passive income with just $100. Not theory, not motivational quotes. Not unrealistic get-rich-quick promises. But real strategies people are using right now to turn small amounts of money into long-term income streams. And by the end of this video, you'll understand how passive income actually works, why most people never build it, and the real ways you can start with just $100. But before we jump into the strategies, we need to clear up one very important myth, because most people completely misunderstand what passive income really is, what passive income actually means. When people hear the words passive income, they imagine something magical. They think it means making money while sitting on the beach, doing absolutely nothing, and watching money appear in their bank account. But that's not how it works. In reality, passive income means something very different. Passive income means you work once and get paid repeatedly. That's the key idea. Let's compare it to a normal job. When you work a traditional job, you trade time for money. You work 1 hour. You get paid for 1 hour. If you stop working, the income stops too. No work, no pay. But passive income works in a completely different way. Instead of trading time for money, you create something once, and that thing continues generating income again and again. Sometimes for months, sometimes for years. Let me give you a few simple examples. If someone writes a book, they work hard once to create it, but that book can keep selling for years. If someone builds an online course, they record the lessons once, but thousands of people can buy it over time. If someone creates YouTube videos, those videos can keep earning ad revenue long after they were uploaded. This is the real power of passive income. It creates something called financial leverage, meaning your effort keeps producing results long after the work is done. And here's the best part. You don't need millions of dollars to start. You don't even need thousands. Sometimes, $100 is enough to begin. But if that's true, then why doesn't everyone do it? Why isn't everyone building passive income? Well, that's where things get interesting. Why most people never build passive income? If passive income is so powerful, why don't more people do it? Why do most people stay stuck in the same financial situation year after year? The answer is surprisingly simple. Most people fall into 3 very common traps, and these traps stop them before they even begin. Trap number 1, waiting for the perfect moment. This is the biggest mistake people make. They constantly tell themselves things like, I'll start when I have more money. I'll start next year. I'll start after I learn more. But here's the problem. The perfect moment never arrives. There will always be a reason to wait, always a reason to delay, always something that feels uncertain. But successful people understand something important. They don't wait until everything feels perfect. They start before they feel ready. Because action creates momentum, and momentum creates results. Trap number 2, overthinking. Everything. Some people spend months researching. They watch hundreds of YouTube videos. They read books. They study strategies. They analyze every possible option, but they never actually start. They stay stuck in learning mode forever. Here's the truth. Information without action is useless. You don't learn how to build passive income by watching videos. You learn it by trying things, by experimenting, by taking small steps, even if they're imperfect. Trap number 3, fear of losing money. The third trap is fear. When people hear the idea of investing $100, their first thought is, what if I lose it? And that fear stops them. But here's the reality. The biggest financial risk in life is not losing money. The biggest risk is never starting at all. Because if you never try, you never learn. And if you never learn, your financial situation stays exactly the same, year after
How to build passive income with just $100. The step-by-step plan turning $100 into $1,000. Now that you understand the different passive income ideas, the real question is, how do you actually start? Because information alone doesn't change your life. Action does. So let's break this down into a simple step-by-step plan. This plan is designed specifically for beginners who only have $100 to start. No fancy equipment, no big investment, just strategy and consistency. Step 1. Choose one strategy. Only one of the biggest mistakes beginners make is trying too many things at once. They start a YouTube channel. Then they try affiliate marketing. Then they open a dropshipping store. Then they try crypto, and after a few months, nothing works. Why? Because success requires focus. Instead of trying 5 things, choose one strategy, just one. Master it, build momentum, and only then move to the next income stream. This is exactly how successful entrepreneurs build wealth. They don't chase everything. They build one strong system first. Step 2. Use your $100 wisely. Now, let's talk about how to actually spend your $100. Many beginners waste money on the wrong things. They buy expensive courses. They buy tools they never use. They pay for unnecessary software. But smart creators invest money strategically. Here are some examples if you want to start YouTube. Use your $100 for thumbnail design tools, AI voice tools, stock footage, video editing software. If you want to start affiliate marketing, spend money on a domain name, basic website hosting, keyword research tools. If you want to create digital products, use the money for Canva Pro product design. Basic marketing. The goal is simple. Turn your $100 into an income-producing asset, not an expense. Step 3. Create content that works while you sleep. Here's the secret behind most passive income businesses' content. Content is the engine that drives traffic. Traffic leads to customers. Customers create income. Think about it. A YouTube video uploaded today can generate views for years. A blog article written today can bring visitors for years. A digital product created once can sell thousands of times. That's why content is so powerful. It works 24 hours a day, even when you are sleeping. Step 4. Focus on evergreen topics. Another mistake beginners make is chasing trends. Trending content can explode quickly, but it also dies quickly instead. Focus on evergreen topics. Evergreen topics stay relevant for years. Examples include personal finance, investing, health, productivity, education, technology. A video about investing basics today will still be relevant 5 years from now. This means your content continues generating income for a long time. Step 5. Reinvest the first money you earn. This is where most people fail. They earn their first $100 and immediately spend it. But successful people do something different. They reinvest. For example, if your YouTube channel earns $100, use that money to improve better thumbnails, better editing, better equipment. If your digital product makes $200, use the money to create more products. Reinvestment accelerates growth. This is how small income becomes big income. Biggest mistakes beginners make. Let's talk about the mistakes that destroy most passive income attempts. Avoiding these mistakes can save you months or even years. Mistake 1. Expecting quick money. Passive income is not a lottery ticket. It takes time. Many people quit after 1 month because they see no results. But the truth is, most passive income systems take 3 to 12 months to grow. Think of it like planting a tree. At first, nothing seems to happen, but underground, the roots are growing, and eventually, the tree becomes strong. Mistake 2. Giving up too early. The biggest reason people fail is simple. They stop. Success often happens right after people quit. Imagine someone uploads 20 YouTube videos. No views, no subscribers. Then they quit, but what if video? No. 21 went viral. They would never know. Consistency is the difference between failure and success. Mistake 3, copying everyone. Learning from others is good. Copying everyone is not. The internet is full of creators doing the same thing. But the creators who succeed are those who add their own perspective.